God's advice today. This message was lovingly prepared to bring peace and guidance to your heart. If it touches you, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll keep receiving uplifting content. Stay with us until the end. We've prepared something special with great care. Discover something life-changing. In the first comment, I left a special prayer and an opportunity that could open doors you never imagined. God said, "My beloved child, I know the time feels like it drags on when your dreams seem distant and your prayers echo into silence, as if heaven were on pause. But listen with your heart, every second of your waiting holds purpose, every hidden tear has value before me. I've seen your eyes searching for answers on cloudy days, seen your heart fight to keep believing even when everything around you was silent. Are you seeking a deep spiritual transformation in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour over you daily. All of this begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take toward this journey not only blesses your life but supports our channel and the dedicated team that brings this message to you. Don't wait any longer to begin this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and begin your path to a fuller, more abundant life. Nothing you feel is hidden from me. I know every desire stored in the innermost corners of your heart, every cry your soul released into the silence of the night. Today, I bring you this word so that you know your cry has reached my throne. Though the fig tree does not bud and there are no grapes on the vines, yet I will rejoice in the Lord, I will be joyful in God my Savior. Habakkuk chapter 3 verses 17 and 18. This promise is not just a reminder, it's a call to hope when everything seems barren. You are not forgotten, my child. I see you with eyes of love, and I have never stopped writing your story with details of grace and redemption. The time of waiting is also a time of preparation. And if today you are reading these words, it is because I myself have led you to them. This is not coincidence, it is purpose. Not delay, but care. Not silence, but construction. I am the one who calls you in the middle of the night and whispers to your soul, "Keep going, because the answer is already on its way." My beloved child, this moment is not ordinary, and you can feel it. There is a real presence surrounding you right now. It's as if heaven itself has bent down to where you are to embrace you with tenderness. The words reaching you are sacred, for they are infused with my spirit. Do you feel that warmth invading your chest? That peace that can't be explained? This is the sign that I am with you. You did not come here by chance. I myself led your steps to this exact moment because there is something that must be awakened within you, something I placed in your heart before human eyes could even see your form. This is the time to open the eyes of your spirit. This is the time to fling wide the windows of your soul and let the light pour in with power. Do not fear what I am showing you. Receive this calling with courage. Wake up, my child, for I am eager to fulfill what I promised over your life. Say now, with faith, "Here I am, Lord." I receive what comes from your heart. Comment, "I trust in God's love, He is my refuge." Perhaps you wonder why your journey has been so different, marked by silent obstacles that few could imagine. Perhaps you looked around and saw others running without stumbling, while you struggled just to take one more step without fainting. But there is a reason. I allowed a narrower path for you because your purpose is deeper. You were shaped to carry something greater. The battles you fought, the tears you hid on your pillow, the days you endured everything in silence, none of it was punishment. It was preparation. For our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Romans chapter 8 verse 18. I was sculpting you with careful hands. You were not forgotten, you were being shaped in secret. While the world saw an ordinary man, I saw a warrior being forged in the fire of waiting. You are like a deep root growing far from sight, yet strong enough to support a mighty and steadfast tree. And now is the time to bloom. Do not doubt the process. You were prepared to withstand strong winds and still remain standing. It is true that even when surrounded by people, you felt as if you didn't quite belong anywhere. There was a yearning inside you for something deeper, a silent cry that no one seemed to understand. I saw your attempts to fit in, your efforts to be understood. But let me reveal this: you were not created to fit in, you were set apart. Anointed, chosen. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. You carry a mark the world doesn't understand, but heaven recognizes it. Every silence of yours, every inner conflict, every choice made against the current. I saw it all. For I designed you myself with my own love. When no one understood you, I embraced you. When you thought of giving up, I renewed your hope. Do not doubt the calling I gave you, even if it seems too great for human eyes. I do not choose the qualified. I qualify the chosen. And you were chosen by me, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. There were moments when you thought time had passed you by, that you had already missed the opportunity, that your glorious days were behind you. But listen to me carefully, you haven't seen anything yet. The best is still ahead. The dreams that seemed buried are merely asleep. The promises that felt far away are closer than you think. Not one of your tears fell in vain. Not a single silent prayer was ignored. I gathered each one. And I used every drop of your pain to fertilize the soil of your future. It does not matter how long it seems to take, I am never late. I am the God of perfect timing. And now, after all this hidden process, you are ready to receive the new. Not just any new, my new. The kind that exceeds expectations and pours grace where there was once only weariness. Lift your eyes, my son. For I am about to do something in your life that will make it clear to everyone. It was the Lord who did this. Did you know there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deepest beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It was something that greatly impacted my life, and we would like to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. Therefore, it is important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you want to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing inspiring and transforming content, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment so you can discover how this technique can also help on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. Now listen carefully, my child. I no longer want to see you hiding behind fear. Enough of retreating because of wounds from the past or the judgments of others. Enough of diminishing yourself to fit into small spaces. You were made to expand. And today I give you courage. Not just any courage, but the strength of my Spirit. You will rise boldly. You will speak with wisdom. You will walk with confidence. Because I go with you. And where before you hesitated, now you will advance. Where before you were silent, now you will declare. There is no more room for doubt. You are mine. You are light. You are salt. You were called to influence, to transform, to reflect heaven on earth. And nothing can stop someone who knows who they are in me. Go with courage. Go with faith. Go with the certainty that I will be with you every step of the way. I know that many times your days have been marked by battles that seemed endless, and that the weight of these struggles tried to convince you that I had abandoned you. But I tell you, nothing you went through was by chance, nor a sign that I turned away from you. On the contrary, these trials shaped you and prepared you for the purpose I designed in your heart from the beginning. Every difficulty, every moment of loneliness, every silent tear shed in the darkness served to refine your spirit so that the light dwelling within you could shine even brighter. Just as gold is purified in the fire, so were you purified to fulfill what I have always wanted for your life. Do not doubt, even when obstacles seem greater than your strength, because I never stopped providing for you, even in the hours when your eyes could not see. When resources seemed scarce, when doors closed, I was there opening invisible paths for your victory to happen. Remember, beloved child, those times when it seemed everything was falling apart, a broken bond, a cruel word, news that sought to defeat you. It was in those moments that I worked to strengthen your heart so that you would discover within yourself a strength you never imagined possessing. It was not luck, it was not coincidence, it was my hand working in your life, removing what was not essential and preparing you for the mission that awaits you. I refine you so that your purest essence may be revealed. Think of the nights you cried alone, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. I was carefully and lovingly preparing an exclusive plan for you, a purpose that only you can fulfill. You were not made simply to exist, but to impact lives, to free hearts, and to show that even in storms, there is hope. Perhaps you wonder why so many times you felt an emptiness, a restlessness that no one could explain, as if something greater was coming but had not yet arrived. That feeling is not impatience nor frustration, but a silent calling that I placed in your being. The doors that closed and the opportunities that seemed to disappear were not rejections, but rather redirections. I have always been guiding your steps to a place where your voice will have more power and your testimony will reach more souls. And even though time has passed, and your strength seemed to wane, I was with you, sustaining you. The wisdom that now dwells within you is the fruit of this journey, and the patience cultivated is fertile soil for the seed of your destiny to bloom. The intense feelings that flood you are not signs of weakness, but harbingers of the new that is about to be born within you. Every farewell you have experienced was a lesson about what truly remains, and every lost hope was an opportunity for a stronger new beginning. The moments of solitude taught you to listen to my perfect timing, and the hardships were the field where you were trained to face what is still to come. Perhaps you saw these episodes as setbacks, but they were, in truth, times of preparation. Now, that deep feeling in your chest is not fear, it is the call I engraved on your soul long before the world existed. Every challenge you have faced was a step so that you could take on the task only you are capable of fulfilling. Let that burning urgency inside you be the sign that your soul is awakening to what it was made to do. Today is the day I invite you to look within and recognize that no matter your age, your past, or your pain, I have never stopped working in you and through you. The question now is, are you ready to move forward? Ready to leave behind the chains that limited you and to write a new story, full of purpose and faith? Listen carefully, my child, because what I am about to reveal is not just a momentary comfort but a profound truth that will touch the core of your being. Before the darkness tried to steal your health, disturb your family, and drain your resources, it already recognized the immense potential you hold within. The reason for the fierce resistance you faced is because your calling is powerful, so powerful that it awakened the fear of adversity. Reflect with me, beloved child. Were the difficulties that seemed so persistent actually tests chosen to prove that you have the strength necessary to overcome them? They were not accidents, nor mere coincidences. The darkness knew that if you ever understood the strength you have in me, its power would diminish. Therefore, it employed every strategy to prevent you from discovering your true identity, the identity I gave you. To understand this is to recognize that simply resisting is already an act of victory. Your life is living testimony that evil did not triumph, that I never abandoned you. And if you look closely, you may see that you were entrusted with these battles because they were the sign that I knew your ability to win. So rise up, my child, because what awaits you is greater than any shadow that has ever tried to extinguish you. I understand the weight you have carried in your heart, that shadow that seems to have pursued you forever. The darkness targeted you not by chance, but because it fears the silent strength that will arise from your constant perseverance. How many times have you looked within yourself and felt the emptiness of doubt, as if you were forgotten or less important? You have seen friends leave, your body change, resources dwindle, and question whether you are still needed in this world. Know that this is not simply the passing of days, it is the ancient strategy of darkness trying to convince you that your time has passed, that your voice no longer matters, that your prayers go unanswered. But, my child, I tell you, this is a battle, not abandonment. This struggle is living proof that something great is still to come. Do not let the world make you believe that the years etched on your face are a limit to your value. Every wrinkle carries the story of an inner resistance. Every tired step is a testimony that you moved forward even when everything seemed to conspire against you. The visible whereon your appearance is not the measure of your strength, for within you is a daily renewal, a new beginning invisible to human eyes. You were shaped under intense pressure, not to be discarded, but to shine with a light only those who have crossed the darkness can know. The deep pains you have endured, like the loss of a beloved one, are not punishments but preparation for you to offer comfort to those who will also suffer. When your health faltered, it was not a sign of abandonment but an invitation to find strength in a source deeper than the material. Each trial you faced is a sacred lesson. Every disappointment, a learning about grace beyond human understanding. Each loss, an opportunity to be reborn with more wisdom and compassion. Understand that the sadness you felt was the forge where your greatest strength was created. The darkness that seemed about to consume you was in truth the fire that purified what was not your true self, letting emerge the pure essence the world so desperately needs. You have a special sight for the silent pain of others because you yourself have walked through valleys so dark few can imagine. This sensitivity is no accident but a gift polished by suffering. Financial difficulties were a lesson for you to depend completely on me, showing others that I provide in mysterious and abundant ways. When betrayal invaded your heart, tearing your soul and making you doubt love and wholeness, you were not left broken forever. You were taught to love with a grace beyond human capacity, to forgive even when it seemed impossible because you know the emptiness of abandonment. I ask you, how many times did you feel the enemy advancing? How many times did you believe despair would be your end? Know that this was not the final chapter of your story but the beginning of a new and wonderful plot. The darkness thought it was destroying you, but in truth it was strengthening you. It thought it was closing your book while I was writing pages of hope, faith, and victory. What truly disturbs the darkness is not your youth or physical vigor, but the fact that you survived storms that would destroy many, and yet you remain firm. Your faith, beloved child, is the wall that protects you and the light that guides your path. This faith, tested and marked by struggle, has become strong and unshakable. Within it rests your strength to resist the shadows that insist on attacking you. Keep this truth deeply in your heart: every pain you endured has a divine purpose. It was not in vain that you cried endless nights, nor that questions remained without apparent answers. What seemed like abandonment was preparation. And if you are still standing, it is because you are not an ordinary survivor. You are a beacon of hope for many who walk lost. Now, listen carefully, for this moment is a sign of awakening. Everything that has been cultivated in you, over years of struggles and losses, is ready to bloom. The season of trials is coming to an end, my child. That time of silence and testing was a long preparation so that you may take your place with courage and wisdom. I ask you, are you ready to understand why you had to go through all of this? Are you willing to accept that every tear, every sleepless night, every unanswered doubt, was an instrument of my love to shape you? This is not a simple speech. It is an invitation to cross the threshold of a new time. I see many who carry the weight of age and scars, many who think their best is behind them. But I tell you, the best is yet to come. Trust, for your story is still being written with ink of glory, and I will be by your side every step of the way. Even if the world has forgotten your worth, in heaven your place has been reserved, ready to be occupied by the strength that only maturity can bring. Do not let age keep you from seeing the beauty of a new beginning, for each year lived has been a step that prepared you for a unique mission. You were entrusted to me, not despite your battles, but because of them. Every tear, every scar, every experience is proof of your resilience and wisdom, which now make you ready for a new journey. Comment: I am not finished. My strength comes from experience and God's love. At this moment, my dear one, it is time to question the lies that were imposed on you. How many times have you looked in the mirror and only saw the marks of time, interpreting them as signs of failure, when in truth they are medals of victory? How many times have you let the voices of the world convince you that your productive days are over, that you are no longer needed, that your story has come to an end? I want you to stop now, take a deep breath, and reject these lies. You were not kept alive to fade away slowly. You were sustained by my grace to flourish in the season I have prepared for you. Your path was not random, it was carefully orchestrated so that in this time you may show the power of perseverance and unwavering faith. Perhaps it is not to change the whole world at once, but to change your inner world, so that the light dwelling in you may manifest and touch the lives of those around you. The world longs for souls that have been tested by the fire of hardship and yet remain firm, souls that were broken and restored by my gentle touch. This truth, my child, is a flame that cannot be extinguished, for your voice, though trembling, carries the power of heaven. Comment: my voice echoes with the strength of experience and the grace of God. Now, listen to my personal call that goes beyond any general message. This is the hour I have prepared exclusively for you. The reason I sustained you, supported you, and carried you when you thought you could not endure, is because you still have much to give. Your purpose is not finished, on the contrary, the best is yet to come. The deepest happiness, the most significant contribution, the clearest voice, all this awaits you. Do not let doubt steal your hope. The one who created you knows what he is doing, and he does not waste life. Every line on your face, every difficult experience, is testimony to my faithfulness. When you change from the inside out, people will notice this new light in you, even without knowing where it comes from. They will feel my presence through your testimony of love and faith. The transformation I want to work in you is not for a distant future, but for the present. Today is the day of your awakening, of your reunion with the mission that was always yours. Choose to believe, choose to rise and embrace what I have prepared with eternal hands. The enemy wanted to convince you otherwise, but I tell you, your journey is far from over. Comment, today I choose to trust the divine plan and awaken to my mission. You are not finished, you are just beginning. This time is not accidental, it is divine. It brings forth that part of you that prays with constant faith, loves with generosity, and speaks with wisdom and compassion. This is your hour, the moment when your soul returns to its original purpose, the one I created with infinite care and love. Walk confidently knowing that every difficulty you have overcome has strengthened you and every tear has watered the seed of your new life. I will be with you every step of the way, because my promise is eternal and my love unchanging. Rise up, my child, and live fully the time I have given you. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.